Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about data in C#. So for creating a project, I'm going to Visual Studio and file new project. You can see there is a command for here Control Shift N. So I do not need to go there. I can simply tap Control Shift N, and you can see this is the window. With the create window is open. So for every thing you see in toolbar, there is shortcut key. For example, you can see on the right side for save all Control Shift S. You can apply. You can simply press those key instead of going to menu. So I'm pressing those key so I can create the project. So I just went to Windows Store and there is console application. So for briefly explaining, we are going directly to Google. So if you Google and search for data type institution. So this is the all data type institution. It's saying byte as byte, and this is all the data type. Parameter data type institution means this will always be available to you. Let's try it. Okay, I am going to I comment all the namespace. Let's try. Okay, string is available. Let's see other. So you int it's okay. It's going to minus does it work? It's failed. Okay. So these are all parameter data types which is available without adding any namespace. So you see I comment all the namespace and I can still use string. And you can see there is nothing in my intelligence because I have add I have add nothing in namespace here. So let's try with the system. Okay. So you can see this thing these are coming from system namespace. So all these names, all these data are parameter data types. Okay, let's try some of them. So this is a string. So this is a string. I create a string variable that is uncountable. Okay. So in C sharp, double quote represent string and single quote represent a character. So if I define something like this, it's saying we can't convert to quote string because single quote means a character and double quote means a string. So this is the string and this is the character. Okay. So these are character and string. And let's try some. I create another variable count integer x. If I define this is the integer. Integer is by default. It's a by default. If I define nothing, you can see there is int 16, int 32, and int 64. Okay. So if I define nothing, it's always int 32. Let's try it. you can see this is iterative. Okay, so as you see, there is one more thing in C sharp. If I define things like this, let's see what is the difference between both. So I am debugging it again. As you can see, so the get type, it was a string, and it's it's also a string. So you can, as you can imagine, and as you can understand, both are the same thing. String is a alias to string. Let's, for understanding this, you can Google it. As you, both are the same thing actually, and you can find get resources about this thing on Outlook. For example, let's say this question: what is the difference between string and string? So this person is Garrett Park saying string and alias for in string for system.string. So both are the same thing. And as I say, integer versus integer system.32, and both are the same thing again. So you can see, okay. So this thing are clear. Let's try some other things. Okay. So you can see in text. Let's give a bit. As you can see, this is 2147483647, and this is minus 2147483 This is the minimum value that can be used in integer value, and this is maximum value that can be defined inside integer value variable. So you can see same thing here. So what happen if I do things like this? Okay, so int user, let's see what will happen. It's saying operation overflow at the compile time. Okay, so if I define this like something like this, okay, and I am adding here. The compiler did first check because I simply give the value, but this time it is confused with my input. So let's try. It should break. I think something goes wrong. So let's see what will happen. When a integer value overflow, it's going in the opposite direction. For example, I can show you a demo. Something like this. This is the integer maximum value. So if I decide, it's going, it's become minus. So this is totally incorrect things. For preventing this thing, we can simply use. So this is the a question about how to best way to handle integer flow in C sharp. What this person does, he used checked. So let's see what will happen if I use this. It's making, it's saying that this thing at breaking at the compile time. If I define a variable like something like this int y equal to 10, and I will do something like this that I have done earlier in my code, then you can see this will work, but it will break at runtime, not compile time. You see, it's overflow. The first thing make compile time issue, because compiler know what is the value I defining here. So he check that it is overflow at the compile time, so it's make exception. And in second case, I use this variable. I am not sure why this is not make compile time issue, but it should make compile time issue. But it's working and it's making issue at runtime. That it's overflow exception. So this is how we handle the overflow in C sharp. So there is one or more thing in for integer, that integer are three kind of integer in C sharp. That's one is called int16, mod16. I can either define it integer and 64. And there is one more thing, long. Long can, this is kind of a variable that can be most of people. But long and int64 are the same thing. For this thing, we can, as you can see, the difference is at cut and convert level rather than the data type level. Means there is no difference at the data type level. But let's see what will happen if I try to do something. Let's make some demo. So I define something like this. Remember one thing, that int32 have lower limit than int64, and int16 have lower limit than int32. So this will work. But if I do something like this, it will not work, because it will make exception. It will make issue, because int64 is okay. So I can explain that thing and present it. So this is, as you can see, we calculated. The simple problem here is that int32 have lower limit than int64. So this is why it is not working. So hmm, let's see what will happen if I do same operation on two int64 and 1. So let's see what the difference between both. So okay, the problem is that I used int32. I should try int64. So you can see the value of both is same. So both are the same thing. And so I am saying you that there is show you three kind of integer: int32, int16, and int64. There is one more kind of integer that is called bit and byte, that have limit to 0 to 255, and this is unsigned. This is sorry, this is unsigned and this is signed. Means signed, unsigned value, unsigned data type did not contain the negative value. For example, let's make some demo of that thing. If I define it will work, because it's not a negative value. 0 is neither positive neither negative value. Let's google it out. Actually, 0 is neither a negative or a positive number. The whole idea of positive and negative is defined in terms of 0. Negative number are numbers that are smaller than 0, and positive number are the numbers that are bigger than 0. It means this is neither negative neither positive. So what will happen if I define minus 1? It will work because integer have limit that is, as you can see, -2 1474. So this is come under here, in between here. So if I define something like this, as you know, this is the unsigned integer 32. Means, as you can see, this value started from 0 to this. So it will not work. And one amazing thing that amazed me here, that how it's making intention. Let's forget it. It will not work. So these are all the data types in C sharp. And sometimes you feel if you confuse what is data type is. Okay, so there is one thing that comes in C sharp 4.2 that is called dynamic. So let's see what C sharp do. Get what kind of data type it stores in provides automatically. Let's see if I define 5.2 what will happen. So let's see what it. So as you can see, this is a variable that has 5.2 value. Let's try to there is. So let's do something dynamic equal to something. Okay, so I define x plus y. It's saying that it can't do. Actually, I think it's not able to set default data type here. So I think I need to do it manually. So if I tell something like this, let's see what will come. I want x plus something goes wrong again. So this is not able to convert. Let's see if this works. This way. Actually, it is able to convert. If let's see if it's able to convert. I think it should work. But why it's working from one value that is? I think I define it here, so that's making sure. Let's say if what will happen if I do all variable here. Then equal to the cap. Okay, let's do single solution. As you can see, it's work here, and let's see what happened to this variable. This is integer. Okay, so the default data type we chose for x is integer, and I think this is done same to y. What happen if I choose? So one thing I want to make sure that so as you know, this will choose most common data for showing. So this is integer is most common for this. So it's choosing integer to data type for the variable x. Okay, so if let's see what is not used int 16 instead of int 2. So let's it's a class. I'm not sure about this thing. I will explain this thing later in my next video, which that happen come video. For that time, let's see what can be done about it. So this is the all the time that is available in C# without using any namespace. And so there is one concept that is boxing and unboxing that I will cover in my upcoming video. So as you know that the things that I covered again in this video is what is the range of your data types. So you can see every data type have a range. For example, if you choose in16 that uh, it's have a limit to this, it is the lower limit and this is the upper limit. So this is all kind of. So in this article you see something like this: to get the exact tab size of a tab or a variable of a particular platform, you can use the size of method. Let's see what will happen if I use size of method. So I'll define age int x equal to 52. So what language? Let's be it. Okay. So okay, so this, I can just apply this to that data that is available. So this is returning 4 means Let's Google it out. This is a format variable. So let's Google it. Okay, so you can see it's showing you what is the size of a variable when you create it in C or C sharp code. So if you create a width C sharp width value kind variable, it's with 1 byte. If you use variable, it's use 4 byte. If I define int, it use 4 variable, 4 bit of size in memory. So let's see if we can see that thing in our memory use. So you can see I defined int x 42. So let's see what is the memory size of my application. So, checking the memory size, we can simply go to diagnosis. So I'm not sure how we can track it. So it's using 6. I'm not sure if we can check this for. mm, I think I have nothing in my program, so it should be easily to check this one. Okay, check if we can see this. So this is a question in C sharp, that is how to find out memory consumed by a class, object, variable, etc. Duplicate. Something else. And that is question duplicate also. Okay, so this is more popular question. It's how to get an object size in memory, and it's also a duplicate of this. Okay, so this one have more about. So I think this is more popular. Okay, so this may not be accurate, but it's close enough to for me. It's saying that using this code, we can get what is the size of my object. So let's try it out if we can do this. So I am creating a variable called num variable. This is in64 variable and define the trigger. Since I have removed all this, so stream is a class that is found in. Okay, so Visual Studio is now very busy finding out. Okay, it's also hanging. It is not issue. That's okay. So this is got crash. No sure. Actually, I can better search it. Google. Okay, so this is called it come inside in system.io. Not a big deal. I'm going to myself. Actually, I'm using preview. So this is just and I can use it. So let's try it. What will happen? What is happening? I am putting a breakpoint here and debug. It's saying its size at 42, 41 means actually most people say this will put so much more. It's at the data name and version. This is not a way to calculate object size. Actually, I think don't think this is the correct thing. Okay, so we can try this out Discord also. So we can simply go to C# interactive equation. We can define. So I'm creating a variable called object x100, and let's try this code again. So let's say that object didn't work. Actually, we can forget it out. This is look more suspicious than actually this is anything that we can benefit from. So let's see what it's kept so to me when I search how to run your type in future. So let's see this. Okay, so in this blog post we can see this is declaration. This is a data type. This is a value to console. That is some very common thing. So this is this person is showing using iterative, and we can write simply code inter, and it's simply using those things to show. Actually, I think I can better this topic covered in this topic in separate video because this will be going to very big. So this is how we create object association. First, we defined a data type that our variable name that is value. This is how things work in C#. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.